I go pregnant woman to pregnant him in a middle day. No fuck a night for pregnant woman. The picnic with dark and hard to learn. At school, yes. And I middle day and him bright your fuck.
That's all.
Yeah, yes. Yes. No fuck her a night for breed her. The picnic dark to rascal and hard to take book too. Yeah?
Most people after seeing that clip of Peanut Dread, they stated that Peanut Dread, it seemed as if him definitely born a night. Run the intro. Nation, the entertainment feed community. Wagwan, we there on the Wednesday and Trendy Wednesdays. Community members, enough love and blessings on the Wednesday. We there once again with the ENT news, the topics, the updates. With that said, on to the topics. So Nation, Ziggy Marley over the past few days have been making headlines. This article along with this video and a lot of reaction to the video have been circulating on social media. You see the headline, woman headliner Ziggy Marley raised the 60 million for an IDF now committing genocide. And then you see next to that, hashtag blackout 2024. So the talk is Ziggy Marley basically helped raise the 60 million US to help fund the Israeli army to commit genocide. And the person in the video about blackout 2024, this is a new trend going on TikTok where them claim to say them a blackout certain people for the year 2024. But because of that news, over on TikTok, Ziggy Marley have made the so-called blacklist.
Oh yeah, 100%. I already blocked his ass a while ago. 60 million. 60 million? What? Get the fuck out of here.
Entertainer have been receiving a lot of backlash, even from the likes of reggae artist Queen Ifrica. Well, her take on it, her message to Ziggy Marley wasn't really a backlash. Still, she basically shared a video of someone stating Ziggy Marley raised fund for the IDF to commit genocide on the Palestinian people. The reason why I can't share the video that Queen Ifrica shared, it is because before I had a chance to download the video, Queen Ifrica basically removed the video. But I did get to screenshot the caption before it got deleted. So, Queen Ifrica stated, I support the idea of no wars at all. As a human race, we should fight for equal rights and justice for all. I love the Marleys unconditionally, but at the same time, I love the truth more. And the truth is that our voices as leaders in music should be the loudest for justice for all, not some. The time has come to cease all wars, not to support them in any way, shape or form. So I'm endorsing this post. The same video that I stated that the person in the video basically a bonfire on Ziggy Marley. Queen Ifrica is stating that she is endorsing that post. Well, let me continue. I'm endorsing this post based on the fact that Bob Marley did not get to see peace in the world, and that is what he wanted more than anything else. So at Ziggy Marley, I hope the funds you helped to raise will help to stop the wars and not encourage it. As stated, Queen Ifrica shortly after that deleted that post. Still Nation, I think there's a bit of misunderstanding going on with Ziggy Marley and that fundraiser. Ziggy Marley did not raise 60 million USD to do a damn genocide. Ziggy Marley performed at the Israeli Defense Force annual gala dinner. There were many other celebrities as well, including the likes of Will Ferrell and many others. This dinner was back in 2018. Why there is so much noise around it right now? Well, apart from the war with Palestine and Israel, WOMAD Festival, they recently had their 2024 festival. A Palestinian music band, 47 Soul, they performed at the event in 2016 and also 2018. And I'm speaking about the WOMAD Music Festival. But because of the now active war with Israel and Palestine, promoters of the WOMAD Festival cancelled their bookings for the Palestinian music group, 47 Soul. And please forgive me if I'm getting the name of the band wrong. But WOMAD Music Festival promoters, they uninvited the Palestinian music group and told them it is because they can't ensure their safety because of the recent drama with Israel and Palestine. 47 Souls took that bit of information and shared it with their fans, despite WOMAD promoters actually trying to explain that it is all because of safety reasons. The fans of 47 Souls music group, they weren't too pleased, and because of that, months before the event, they tried to boycott the event, also stating that Ziggy Marley should not be performing at that event because he performed at the Israeli Defense Force annual gala dinner, which made up to 60 million USD, which of course a lot of people are saying was put to war. But with that bit of news and Ziggy Marley wife also being of Israeli descent, Jamaicans were quick to bash Ziggy Marley. But is the bashing justified? I don't think so. How Ziggy Marley feel about Israel and Palestine war? I have no idea. But at the same time, to say that he literally raised the funds to give to Israeli Defense Force to commit genocide, that is totally wrong. Still, the entertainment feed community share thoughts on that. Moving on.
Vybz Kartel lawyers just filed a habeas corpus for, I don't know how to pronounce, but habeas corpus, whatever you want to call it. Anyways, in layman terms, what it means is a habeas corpus, or whatever I want to name, what it means is produce the body. Bro, I've been saying this from the jump. How is this man and his co-accused in jail for so long without a body? Like them not even use the quish or the quash with the crown put on, literally habeas corpus or whatever. Produce the body without a body. How are people convicted? I like that. Let me see what Jamaica really are gonna say now.
Jaja. Pertaining to Vybz Kartel though, lawyers eye release of Vybz Kartel and co-accused. 12 days before the Court of Appeal is to begin, hearing arguments to determine whether entertainer Vybz Kartel and his co-accused should be retried for murder. Attorneys for the four men will be seeking to have them released. The habeas corpus application, which started before the Supreme Court on Monday, is to continue over 2 days, starting on May the 29th. Attorneys representing Kartel, whose given name is Adisha Palmer, Sean Storm Campbell, and Andre Matso St. John, filed the application almost 2 months after the Privy Council overturned their murder conviction. Kartel's attorney, Isaac Buchanan, says since March the 14th, Kartel and his co-accused have been in suspension. Mr. Buchanan says for this reason, the attorney filed the application seeking their release. It is a lacuna in the law where you are not convicted, you are not charged, but you are held in abeyance. I think in terms of where the law is, that the legislators would have needed to make certain amendments to account for a situation where conviction is quashed but the matter is not yet before the court, he suggested. But during Monday's proceeding, Mr. Buchanan said that the application was brought before the court because of issues that the defense does not wish to disclose. The court was told that the Director of Public Prosecutions was not served with a copy of the application, but Justice Andrea Thomas ordered that the application should be served Monday. Justice Thomas also ordered that the application be amended by Tuesday to include the Director of Public Prosecutions as an interested party. The office of the DPP is to respond on or before May the 20th. An ExCon who seems to be familiar with the system, he has been gathering quite a following on social media. Here is what he had to say pertaining to that bit of news.
I see today, them I talk about Isaac Buchanan. Say he got denied today in court. And filed a habeas corpus in hopes of getting general release before the DPP really sink into the case. But it wasn't gonna work. Big man thing, Let's eat, everybody I eat a food. Right now, such man, big man thing, to the point where I'm thinking that a lawyer right now is almost pointless. Because if Isaac did really think that did go work, man, that's crazy. You understand? There's, people must face the reality, man. And the reality is the government is just not built like that. You cannot push the government like that the way you're trying to push them. They're not fools. And at this point now, you're just basically trying to pull one over on them, and the courts are not going to allow you to do it. I'm sorry. Especially with so much in it. The prosecution, looking at the case, the paperwork, they firmly believe they can beat this case. They're not going to let it go. They're not. The only way this thing get cut is if homeboy get up there and say, for cut a deal. And right now how it look, that's his only recourse. The reason the judge is never going to make rule in any favor of his. No judge. The evidence is too overwhelming. No judge on the face of this earth, unless he is totally corrupted, is going to render a favorable decision. Privy Council could have easily said, let him go. Why did they have to send it back to the appellate court? And you notice, he still ain't free, even though they're saying they quash the sentence. quashing doesn't mean you go free. It just brings the case back to the beginning, to the start. Now, if we take it from the start, then you must remember that somebody must first be arrested and charged, right? Because that's where we're at. So understand now that this is the position that they're in. They now have been rearrested and recharged. They don't have to go through the process because they already have all of that. They just refer to the original paperwork. They already have all the men in custody, so there's no need to go seeking them to arrest them. So that's why General is not out. Understand that he's basically been rearrested and charged again. So now we're starting it over, right? Now we're going to go to this hearing that's going to decide whether or not we go to trial or not. We going back to trial or what? Everything in this case is going to rule in favor of the government. Everything in this case is going to rule in favor of the government. Don't y'all fool yourself. So the general for no one saying for look upon the thing and realize that everybody is just a food and yam, you know. But again, where you gonna go now? Which direction you're gonna go now? They're gonna use the same evidence that they used before. This time you won't be able to cross-examine any witnesses. You're gonna have to go from the testimonies from the first trial. He's not in no better position. I said, you know, I commend him for trying a thing, but I mean, any fool would have known that it ain't gonna work. It ain't gonna work. This is just to make such man feel good. You know what I mean? I mean, we can say, you know, in need for be out because the courts this and that, but that's not how they see it, people. And that's what me want Uno to say. Uno may feel me talk bad against him. Yeah, I'm style him up and do all of that third, but this is the real shit here, man. The courts are never going to rule in his favor after looking at what they have. It's impossible for them to do it. If they do it, there's going to be an uproar of corruption from the way the thing look. And no matter how corrupted Jamaica is, Jamaican government cannot allow themselves to really look that openly corrupt. Because then once that, everybody else is going to be looking at the case. America is going to be looking at the case like, really, and they're going to be judged from that. Asking, how could you possibly let this man walk? You people are corrupted. So the government, the judges, they have to rule in favor of the government every time. Even when they give such man a little leniency, they can never give him any leniency to walk. The leniency is just always for you to come back to them again, you know, and they're not going to make any different decisions. Back to my original point about playing chess is at this point right now, the best thing he got going is, like I said, try to get some kind of plea agreement if he could. You know, if not, he's got to soft soak the system, which he should have been doing from day one. This is what I was trying to point out. He got the biggest voice in Jamaica and top links. He should have been soft soaping the system from day one. The day they found he guilty and all of that shit, should have started. Should have put that money to work. He's not talking against the nigga, but you know, it's the real is the real, peoples. Any government official, any judge can look at it. There's no ground. I sat just talking out his fucking ass, man. You know, on some real shit. He know that nigga can't. He knew that was a fucking spit in the dark, man. A spit in the fucking wind is coming back in your face. That shit was just to make the nigga feel good on Mother's Day or some shit. You know? But there is no... Are you people crazy? You know, to think that little of the Jamaican justice system and government. Yeah, really take take them for a joke. Yeah, they might be corrupted and all that shit, but they can't do it so blatantly, homeboy. There's got to be some underhand shit. And that's the route you should have been working all along. Been looking at the case and realizing, say, now retrial is down on you now, done run up on you now. You should have been looking at the case a long time ago and realizing that I can't win no retrial. Yeah, and from that point on, you start soft soaping the system, man. Let them see a different hand, a different face. You know, start, put the thing different. You can't be going against the fucking grind like that, yo. You understand? Because friction only impedes progress, man. You can't play friction with your freedom. That's backwards. That's some backwards shit, yo.
Jaja, Nation, share your thoughts on that. So moving on. As a matter of fact, time I run. So, you see what time I clock. You see what time I knock where Arian get the fuck out of here. And, as usual.